Good morning, magandang umaga po. Ito ang programang Bawal ang Pikon. Get it straight with Daniel Razon. Saan ka man po makinig ng balita, hindi pwedeng hindi makasama ang pangalan ngayon ni Vice President Jejomar Binay sa eksena. May mga dapat bang sabihin ang nagsisilbing Interim Secretary General ng Partidong United Nationalist Alliance o UNA tungkol po dyan. Alamin natin, and let's welcome to the program Attorney Jose Virgilio J.V. Bautista. Attorney, good morning po.
Good morning, Kuya Daniel.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Yes, please.
Have a seat.
Let's get it straight, sir. Gusto nyo ng debate. Si Toby yata ayaw naman. Di ba kayo nag-aaway-aaway ngayon dyan?
Hindi naman. These are healthy signs of differences in opinion in a political party. Ako lang, kung ako tatanungin mo, ayaw ko rin eh.
Okay.
Oo. Because there's nothing to gain out of the debate.
Exactly.
First of all, the Vice President is the second highest leader of the land. I don't see any reason why he should debate with the senator. Unless, of course, there's a national issue. Halimbawa, Daniel, ISIS.
Okay.
How to contain it. O kaya yung port congestion. What to do about it.
How to solve.
These are national issues na dapat nating tugunan ng pansin eh. And anybody, and I mean anybody, can participate in a debate about that in order to shed light. Kasi Daniel, kaya ka lang naman makikipagdebate para maliwanagan ang isang issue. Hindi ba? Kasi kung magdidebate lang naman kayo at magtatapunan ng putik, para ano pa? Kung magdidebate silang dalawa, halimbawa, si Senator Trillanes, bibintangan si Vice President Binay. Kasi sa isip niya, buo na isip niya eh. Guilty na eh. When he filed that resolution, he was predisposed to pronouncing VP Binay as guilty. O ba't ka pa nag-iimbestiga kung guilty na? Di ba? Leave it to the proper agency, which is the Ombudsman. Kaya nga kami, sabi namin, oo, tama, confirmed. There is a conspiracy here. This is a pure demolition job.
So, speaking of which, and sinasabi nyo na demolition job ito, marami kayong mga if-in-load na ng mga pangalan who's behind this. Sino-sino ba talaga ang konkreto kayo na sa tingin ninyo ay mastermind nitong...
Sa tingin namin, ito yung what we are referring to, Kuya Daniel, is the Oplan SN16, that is Stop Nog-Nog 2016. This is a systematic, well-funded demolition job, demolition plan.
Okay.
On top of this, ang nakikita namin is si Secretary Marojas.
At sino nagpopondo?
Ang nagpopondo nito, mga funders ni Secretary Rojas, kamukha ni Buddy Zamora, who is into the mining business, sila Eric Gutierrez. Eric Gutierrez is a partner of, he is also into mining. He is a partner of Congressman Egay Irice, who is also part of this conspiracy. Pero may media component sila, Daniel, ha? Oo. Siyempre, andyan si former congressman and former mayor Nani Braganza. He's on top of the media operations. Oo, siyempre si Mrs. Rojas nandyan din, You know who I'm referring to.
Okay.
Oo. Tapos, ito na yung, one component is the Senate inquiry. Itong kay Trillanes at kay Cayetano, and then bringing in witnesses who are party mates of Trillanes and Cayetano. Kasi pare-parehong nasyonalista yan eh. Itong si Bondal, Attorney Bondal, lumabang mayor ng Makati, nasyonalista yan. Itong si Mercado, when he also ran for mayor, he was under the ticket of Manny Villar. Nasyonalista yan. So, Trillanes and Cayetano are, of course, these are stalwarts of that party. Mga party mates nila to. So, you can see that this is really a parang party enterprise eh.
Pero,
the LP and the NP coming into an unholy alliance and implementing this operation plan to demolish the Vice President.
Pero ang basis lang ninyo dito is parang kumbaga sa paglalatag ng ebidensya, circumstantial evidences. Wala kayong mga solid evidence.
Siyempre, hindi naman nakasulat yan eh.
Exactly.
But we will put that into more graphic representation when we find the time. Kasi ipipresenta namin yan sa publiko eh. Para makita ng taong bayan who is involved in all of this.
Pero alam niyo naman na ito laro talaga sa politika dahil nagdeklara si VP Binay ng maaga na tatakbo siya sa 2016.
Kaya nga, Kuya Daniel, kaya nga, That is the reason why we are challenging the integrity of that subcommittee hearing. Kasi kung ganon, if it is part of a demolition job, sabi mo nga, all is fair in politics. Di ba? Sa politika, wala tayong problema. Pag politika pinag-uusapan, labas mo lahat yan. Kasi mamimili ang tao di ba? All is fair in politics. Now, pero pag ang pinag-usapan mo, proseso ng gobyerno. Kasi gobyerno yung Senado Pag ang pinag-usapan mo, proseso ng gobyerno, kailangan naman, hindi naman pwedeng ipolitika mo yan.
Pero payag naman daw ang Mother Committee. Pumapayag na sila na dun gawin ang investigasyon.
At payag din naman si Vice President kung yung Mother Committee.
Oo. So
kasi yung Mother Committee, wala naman kaming problema dyan, di ba?
Ano pang nakakahadlang? Dahil okay naman daw ang Mother Committee.
Okay. O bakit tinutuloy pa nitong subcommittee?
So kung Mother Committee, go na.
Go na yan. Ito nga ang problema, Kuya Daniel. I understand that yesterday, yung chair ng Mother Committee, si Senator Gingona, has already prepared and probably the formal invitation to the Vice President is on the way. You must remember, Kuya Daniel, that the Vice Presidency is an institution. It falls under the executive department of our government. Executive branch yan So, co-equal and independent body yan dito sa Congress, where the Senate also falls. So, these are two institutions na dapat naman, there should be some amount or some level of courtesy to each other. Hindi ba? Hindi naman pwedeng, Vice President Binay, punta ka dito. I mean, come on, di ba? We're talking of pag-gobyerno rito. Di ba? So, the Senate must extend to the Vice President the proper courtesies and protocols. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun-ganun lang. Now, tinignan namin mabuti, is the Mother Committee in earnest? Good faith ba sila? Di ba? Sabi namin, kung good faith yan, pahintuin mo muna yung subcommittee. Kasi asong ulol na yung subcommittee.
So the way you look at it, hindi rin talaga seryoso yung Mother Committee.
Kung seryoso siya, dapat pahintuin niya yung that's going to be tomorrow, di ba? October 30. If Gingona is really in control of the Blue Ribbon, then that subcommittee, which is under the Mother Committee, is under him.
Okay.
Di
so,
ba?
Kung halimbawa ngayon na ipahinto ngayon itong sa subcommittee,
I can tell you, pagka huminto yung sa subcommittee yan tomorrow, that's almost 90% sure that the Vice President is going to attend the hearing of the Mother Committee.
So, kung sa Mother Committee at siseryosohin, stop nyo yan, mag-Mother Committee tayo,
Yes.
mag-ano si Senator Gingona,
Yes, Daniel.
you have to remember na pwede rin naman silang pumunta ron.
Sino?
Itong sila Trillanes.
We don't care kasi ito, marami na. I mean, you don't get all 24 senators.
So
into
you're
the
saying you have your allies already there who can
not
also
only
defend.
Not only that, kasi hindi naman lang allies, syempre may mga matitinunang senador doon. Mga disente na.
Okay.
Even if they are not our allies, mga political, halimbawa, syempre mga politicians din yan, di ba? Even if they belong to the other political party, we are banking on their being decent public servants. Kasi senador ka na
Okay.
You have nothing more to prove di ba? Bakit ka magdidikdik ng kalaban? Senador ka na. Ay, unless, of course, ito, kitang-kita mo, merong ginawang malaking kasalanan sa bansa. Pero si VP Binay, ano bang kasalanan na prove nila? Wala naman
So ito nga yung gusto nilang ilitaw ngayon, na may kasalanan ginawa si VP Binay.
You know what, Kuya Daniel? This investigation of the subcommittee should not have been there in the first place. You know why? Because there is no finding by the COA that the building that they are talking about is overpriced. Kasi yun ang magti-trigger nun dapat Di ba? Sino ba dapat magsabi na overpriced yan? Si Bundal ba? Hindi naman siya Si Cayetano ba na nagwawagayway ng mga libro ng mga contractors sa manual? Hindi naman siya. He doesn't know a thing about getting buildings constructed because he has always been a legislator. Hindi ba? Hindi naman siya executive Wala siyang karanasan sa mga ganyan sa mga pagpapagawa ng ganyan. Siguro kinekwento nung misis niya dahil mayor yon. But that's hearsay. Di ba? Hindi naman yan actual experience. So, I'm telling you, that resolution by Senator Trillanes has no basis at all. Because COA has not made a determination that there is an irregularity in the construction of that building. Dapat COA ang magsasabi
Kaya ngayon, isang titignan din dyan, may irregularity naman din ng COA. Dahil bakit hindi
Alam mo
sinilip
kasi,
yun? Oo.
alam mo kasi, Daniel, if you go on doing that, there will never be any stop to yung
Iikot na ikot.
recriminations kasi government officials are presumed to be doing their
Merong presumption
duty
of regularity.
Oo. That's what you call the presumption of regularity. Oo. So pag sinabi ng COA, walang irregularity, you have to
Okay,
take it at face value. Walang irregularity.
Kaso
Ngayon,
nga may kinakalkal sila.
sino bang nagkakalkal?
Okay.
Oo, di ba? Sino ba nagsabing meron? Hindi ba si Attorney Bundal? What triggered all of this? Hindi ba yung Bundal filed a complaint for plunder with the Ombudsman? Ang sabi ng Korte Suprema, pag nag-file na sa Ombudsman, then all other investigation should stop. Stop yan. Kaya ako galit na galit ako kay Secretary De Lima eh. Kasi she appears not to know exactly what her job is. Department of Justice siya eh, di ba? Dapat ang pakialaman niya yung mga killing ni Laude, yung Maguindanao Massacre, yung nangyayari, yung mga sindikato dyan nakakalat-kalat. Dapat yun ang pakialaman niya. Pero ito, pumapasok siya, gusto niya imbestigahan ang Vice President. She is under the Vice President in the hierarchy of the Executive Department. How can she investigate her superior? Pagkatapos pa, the Vice President is an impeachable official. She cannot even file any criminal complaint against him because an impeachable official is immune from criminal action. I mean, Secretary De Lima should know that. That's elementary. Dapat alam niya yun eh. But she doesn't appear to know all of these things. Kaya nire-remind namin siya, ang kaso nagagalit naman siya. Kaya nga sabi namin, baka naman kasama ka rin dyan sa nog-nog operation na yan. Anyway, dininay naman niya. Sabi niya, ay hindi ako kasali dyan sa OPLA na yan. Okay, that's fine if that's what she says. But going back to the building, sabi nga namin, number one, there is no basis to file that resolution because there is no finding by a proper government agency, di ba, that building is overpriced. Kasi, Kuya Daniel, can you imagine, lahat ng pinagawa ng gobyerno, including local government units, kung may magsabi lang overpriced yan, imbestigahan ng Senado, can you imagine that? What will happen to the Senate? Diba?
Pero kung titignan po ninyo, no? Kasi ito, I am trying to verbalize the things that we hear outside.
Yes.
No? Like halimbawa, yung pag tinignan mo sa isang nakakaalam ng pagpapatayo ng building, magkano itong building na ito na ipinatayo?
Ganito yan, Daniel.
As compared to the other building na mas
Daniel,
maganda.
You cannot compare the construction of a public building with the construction of a private building. No way mo yan makukompare. Kasi yung private building, halimbawa, ikaw may-ari, di ba? Ikaw kukuha ng kontratista mo.
Yes.
Di ba? Ikaw bibili ng materials mo. Ikaw lahat eh. And then may deadline ka. Di ba? Kailangan matapos niyo yan within this period. In short, talagang hindi ganyan naman tumakbo ang government infrastructure project eh. Kasi sa government, may bidding ka eh.
Exactly.
Di ba? Nagpapabidding ka.
So doon nangyayari hocus-pocus sa building.
Hindi naman
sa bidding.
hocus-pocus ha. Ito, mga legitimate payments, mga receivable payments. Halimbawa, administrative costs. Meron ka niyan eh. Sa private, walang administrative cost eh. Oo, kung minsan, administrative cost, yung mga bidding na yan, di ba? Yung dadaan ka kung saan-saan opisina, you're going to ask the contractor to put up a bond. Di ba? May bond pa yan eh. Para makapag-participate sa bidding, bibili muna silang bidding documents. Ang dami niyan. This would probably run up to 10%, maybe 10%, ganyan, of costs nung buong project.
So you're saying ba na ganun kalayo ang diferensya ng private construction sa public?
Yes.
Parang
Do not compare it.
Ganun kakawawa tayo sa gobyerno na parang ikaw ay masyadong pinagtutubuan.
Hindi, tignan mo ha. Look at the Makati building. Gaano katagal ginawa yan? Hindi ba yan ginawa ng 5 taon? Di ba?
Dahil nga daw chinap-chap yung
Hindi
pagbibigay ng
chinap-chap. Walang pera eh. Pwede bang ilabas sa coffers ng ng City Hall yung ganong kalaki?
So parang ba per
Hindi
section
kaya
muna
eh.
yung kaya? Yung kaya lang muna.
Kaya lang muna. Ito kaya. Di ba?
Ito munang part na ito papagawa.
Yes. Ngayon, factor in so many things, Halimbawa, yan may parking yan eh. Yung building kasi, yung tinitira natin, halimbawa, sabihin mo, nagpagawa ang SM ng kondo. Tao lang ang nandun eh. Ilang pounds ka lang naman, di ba? You're probably 120 pounds, di ba? O nandun ka, yung mga pamilya mo. Yung kotse, Kalahating tonelada yon, di ba? Ilagay mo ngayon yung mga kotse dyan, ang dami. So you're talking here of weight na magbibigay ng ng stress dun sa building. Kaya kailangan mo malalaking mga anong tawag dito, yung mga poste niyan and foundation.
So
di ba?
you believe that all of these things can properly be explained by
Yes.
the Vice President?
You know, it's not really the Vice President who should do the explaining.
Oo.
Kasi may technical workers ang COA eh. Hindi ba? The Vice President was the mayor at that time.
Oo.
Alam mo, mayor, ang sabi lang ng mayor, sige, eto yung sanggunian. Andiyan si Mercado eh. Nung pinas nila yan. Gagawa kami ng building, mayor. Sila naman ang nag-allocate eh. Hindi naman si mayor eh. Di ba? Because the mayor has no control of the funds except to spend it. Para rin kongreso yan, Daniel eh. It's the Congress that creates the budget, di ba? And then the executive spends it. Oh, yung sanggunian ang naglagay ng pera. Anong kasalanan ni mayor doon? Di ba? O nung in-execute na, o di sige, may payback. Sabi nila, rig daw ang bidding. Eh, ba't tinuturo nila si mayor? Eh, sila nag-rig ng bidding. Di ba? Yung Ichanova, sabi niya, rig daw. O di siya, dapat hulihin na siya. Tapos, nung ine-execute na yung construction, di ba, ito, sabi nung kontratista, hindi, wala akong binigyan. Wala akong binigyan. Ayaw naman maniwala ni Trillanes. Sabi ni Trillanes, hindi, didikdikin ka namin, hubaran ka namin, ganyan, pababalikin ka namin 10 beses. Ayaw niya maniwala. Kasi, sabi naman ni Mercado, kumuha ako ng komisyon. O kumuha na pala siya, ba't ayaw siya hulihin? Hindi ba? I mean, these are lawbreakers eh.
Kasi sila ngayon ang witness eh.
Witness to what?
Nasa
Witness to what?
witness protection program.
Yes, correct. And what have they proven? Wala naman eh. Wala naman sila napuprove eh, di ba?
Kasi nga daw, ayaw nga humarap ni VP Binay.
Ikaw ba, halimbawa, Daniel, pagbintangan kita, ninakaw mo to, ikaw ba kailangan magpakita sa akin na hindi mo ninakaw? Hindi ba dapat ako magsabi sa'yo na
Patunayan mo.
patunayan ko na ikaw nagnakaw, di ba? Bakit binabaliktad nila yung sistema?
Yun nga pinapatunayan daw nila ngayon.
Ano napatunayan nila?
Dahil ayaw daw humarap ni VP Binay.
Yun nga ang sinasabi natin eh. Pagharap ba ni BP Binay, are they expecting BP Binay para i-deny niya lahat yan at patunayan niyang hindi?
At paniniwalaan ba nila?
Ganun nga eh. Kasi hindi naman nila paniniwalaan, di ba? I-humiliate lang naman nila si Vice President doon eh.
So, kung magkakaroon ng debate, anong magiging topic dito?
That is my big
Attorney.
question.
Oo.
What will be the topic?
Oo.
Di ba? Kasi, pwede naman topic, marami. Halimbawa, o sige, pag-usapan natin corruption. O, Trillanes, I'll talk about your corruption. O, ikaw eh, meron ka mga luxury vehicles in your name. Di ba? Pero hindi mo yan nire-report sa salin mo. Sabi mo, may-ari yung mother mo. Ay, di dami ka, di ba? Dinadaya mo yung salin mo. O, number 2, ikaw ang nag-overprice ka ng multicab. Yung 160,000 na multicab, binibili mo ng 300,000. Saan mo nilalagay yung diferensya? Di ba?
Na hindi mo yan magagawa kung sa subcommittee hearing ka
sila
pupunta.
boss doon eh.
Oo.
Di ba? Sila boss doon. Nakita mo naman.
So,
Daniel,
parang-
I tried to go there. I tried to articulate my views. Mag-uumpisa pa lang ako, haharangin na ako ni Cayetano eh, di ba? O kung hindi ka naman assertive sa mga taong ito, they feel sila ang overlord doon eh. Sila ang amo natin doon. Sila hari. You know, it's the other way around. That Senate, that's our house. We pay for them, di ba? We pay for the upkeep of that Senate. We pay for their operation. We pay for the salaries of the senators. Pero kung makaasta, nakita mo, a citizen comes forward. Excuse me, Mr. Senator, I am the owner of that property. Hindi ka owner. Dami ka. Ganun. Paano naman, anong klaseng proseso po ito? Yun ang
So,
sinasabi
mangyayari
namin.
ba ngayon itong debate na ito? Kung sakasakali talaga? Ano ba? Asaan na ba ang estado ng pag-aayos?
Well, if you ask me, if the Mother Committee is in earnest, di ba sabi ni Senator Gingona, meron na siyang invitation na formal. We will try to see the invitation. Sinabi naman ni Vice President, he will evaluate and look at the invitation. If it is proper, tapos nakita niya that...
Hindi, paano magiging proper yung invitation? What would you want to see in the invitation? Parang,
number one, respectful. Respectful naman.
Okay.
I mean, it's an invitation
Oo.
befitting the second highest office of the land. From the Senate to the OVP, the office of the Vice President.
Kung ikaw magko-compose ng invitation, paano mo i-compose ang invitation para kay VP Binay galing sa kanila na masasabi mong katanggap-tanggap?
O, sige.
Para halimbawa, mailatag natin ngayon, baka pwede namang ito ilagay nyo sa invitation para siguradong pumunta si VP Binay.
Okay.
Before you say that,
O, sige.
we'll pause for a break.
Okay.